Ah, I got it down. The Argonne National Laboratory.
Yes, sir. Argonne National. That's big, man.
You said even if you swept floors, you'd be big.
Even if you just mop floors in this laboratory, you were big. Now, the claim is, and we're going to get into the criticisms of the essays. I don't know. Next week, I know you want to get into the math. We're going to get into the criticisms, but this is highly contested, what he did at the Argonne National Laboratory. That's why whenever I introduce that Hunter Havlin Adams III served here at the Argonne National Laboratory, whenever I introduce that, I always mention, even if you swept the floors, you were the man, regardless. Okay? But what was it that he claims to, you got these numbers, right? Because we're formulating the quiz right now.
Yeah, no, I'm on number 14. You got too many questions.
You're on number 14?
Yeah.
15 is where did Hunter Havlin
You got
Adams III
I got that one.
work? That's 15.
You have all 6 of these?
Yes, I have all of those.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. As long as you got that. Not a big deal. Okay. Oh, the thing that he worked on, the big thing that he worked on. Anybody? While I'm writing it?
I don't remember. Can't recall.
Particle accelerator.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I spelled that right. But the particle accelerator, so that's number 15 for you, I guess. The particle accelerator, that's the major thing that he worked on. Said he did parts, he made diagnostic equipment for the particle accelerator is what his claim is that he made equipment that would check out the particle accelerator. You know, we've known for a long time that there's always been a black dude behind the scenes, man. with a lot of stuff. Not to say that every single thing, everything deserves its due diligence and research. We wouldn't be the Look It Up movement if we said anything different. But, the probability of it is there. But we know he was at Argonne National Cemetery. He's associated with the particle accelerator. 2 big things about Hunter Havlin Adams that we want to keep in mind. Okay? And also, the science portion, y'all, be ready. It's heavily what Western civilization is going to call spiritual, mythological, religious. I'm trying to find a way to introduce it without, because I endorse, let me just say, most of it. You know what I mean? So it's going to be hard for me, because I'm trying to stay objective. But the science is heavily contested. Those with sensitive religious ears, just keep an open mind is what I ask, is that everybody just keep an open mind. The social studies is going to be very controversial. The math, which is what we're getting into
next Thursday.
Next Thursday we'll be getting into the math. The math is based heavily on math history and what, our contributions is what is called the contributions to math. So it's based heavily on our contributions to math, but there are some things like Egyptian numerals, Yoruba numbers, old ancient rulers and things like that we're going to get involved with when it comes to the math. That's going to be real fun. The music and the art is real light stuff, man. Who knows what we're going to do with that. I probably won't even teach those areas. So we're going to go math, science, because those is the 2 heaviest ones, and then we're going to go straight to social studies.
Maybe we should do math, social studies, then science.
Nah, we're going to go math and science together because of how they're written, you'll see they really go hand in hand. The math and science really go hand in hand. We're going to find that we're going to revisit some things like the etymological root of the word chemistry. We're going to revisit that. They almost did our lesson. In this joint, it was crazy. But that's what it was. So we're gonna go math, science, social studies, and then hopefully we'll have somebody on to work with the art and the music. But we'll probably do the language arts after that, which is probably gonna be where my strongest point is, language arts. It talks about all of the authors, African and African American authors from ancient times until now, and the great works that we put into play. One that I want to mention right now is the one that I'm reading, Endowing My Children by Credo Mutua. Anybody who we can pick that up, pick it up. Endowing My Children by Credo Mutual. What it is and what it was introduced to me was, it's like Homer's Odyssey for Africa. You know, Homer's Odyssey was like the big Western civ thing. It kind of explained all of the Western civilization's history. And Endowing My Children does that for us. I'm deep into it right now. And the Kabayan, K-Y-B-A-L-I-O-N. I'm reading that right now. It's the philosophy of Hermes. Hermes is said to have been a contemporary of Abraham. Said to be the gateway to the ancient knowledge in contemporary times, meaning from the time of Abraham forward. You know, so if there's an alternate to Abraham, then it would be Hermes in the Kabayan, which was put out in 1908 by a group of men called the Three Initiates, who remain anonymous. But that's what I'm reading right now, the Endowing My Children in the Kabayan. So look those up, as far as the look it up portion. That's the essays for the day.
4 minutes.
Okay, that's the essays for the day. I would get off into some math, but we only got 10 more minutes, so that's what it is. 4 more minutes, so that's what it is. Next week, mathematics. Next week is mathematics. We're gonna get into mathematics, and then we're also gonna present this this first quiz as well. And we're gonna eventually be doing the quizzes all together. My hopes is that we'll get through one section like the math all together with this small group that we have here, and then, you know, as the flow we just got on the calendar here at the library, we'll have some stuff in the agent here pretty soon. So as the flow comes in, we're probably gonna revisit back with the math. But my thinking is that we'll have at least the math section done with a curriculum ready for the newcomers to come in, you know, after next week. So, any questions?
I have a question, I have a comment. I was going to say that I think that before we take the quiz, we should actually do like some type of game, you know, to help us for, you know, going.
Yeah, I'm working on all of that, and I think you should probably come up with that. Come up with the game, and we'll play it. You can even get up here and teach it. You know, I don't have to be up here.
And I think you should do maybe a brief review so that before you get started into your lesson, or if it's a continuance, and you did a little bit, you know, this morning, or, you know, before we started, but I think the review should be a little more detailed and real brief and real fast of what we did the previous week.
Yeah. Well, I tried to do that today. I tried to, but thank you. I'll try better. Try harder next week, you know.
Sure.
So with that,
2 minutes.
as Huey said, I would like to say, as we are one today, let us be one in the future. Power to all of the people.
Power.